Hello, hello, hello. What's up, what's up, what's up? And welcome to the Luney Bin. What's good? What's poppin'? How you feeling? You feeling good? Cause I'm feeling great, bitch. Anyway, I'ma come to you all today with another lock video. So this vlog video is about excuses I made that I've heard a lot of people make about why they are postponing the cultivation of their locks. Be them maintained, freeform, semi-freeform. I've heard these excuses across the fucking board. Granted, I'm gonna be coming to you from a semi-freeform perspective and just like my point of view, but these are excuses that I've heard. Like, we gotta stop making excuses. If you wanna do it, do it. Who gonna check you? Nobody. Anyway, into the excuses. So I have my excuses listed. We're gonna try not to get off topic because I'm real good at that. So, I'm talking to myself. Here's what happens. It's like I'm going and then random idea and then I'm here and then random idea and then I'm here and then it just gets worse and I'll be like, anyway, into this. Number one, beauty standards. I touched on this briefly in a previous video, but like, I felt like if I semi-freeformed or freeformed, that I wasn't gonna think I was beautiful anymore. And for me, that was super volatile in like my self-esteem because I had just gotten to a point to where I realized like, damn, I really am cute as fuck. Like I used to think I was ugly AF. Ugly AF. And that's because like I grew up in a predominantly white town and like people who are supposed to be your friends will say some off the wall shit to you. Sometimes they don't mean it, but a lot of the time they did. They don't give a fuck where I'm from, bro. Do not give a fuck. Mind you, I grew up majority of my life in a rural town and it's just all, it's white as fuck, backwoods as fuck, like it's wild. So for me, beauty standards ran really deep. Like even at a really young age, my mom always kept me in braids and beads. My hair was always slayed, braids and beads to the gods. Like I look good all the time. And like I would get it done, I'd be like, oh, I like my braids. Yay. And like I'd go to school and I would literally get bullied to the point of tears for my hair because I didn't have like these long flowing pigtails like the other white girls because my hair was because like the other girls, because it's a bunch of white girls, because my hair was different. I was like chastised, and I was chastised in so many other ways, but we're focusing on beauty standards. And a lot of the time, like I had one girl ask me, and it was the most wild shit. It was like first grade. She was like, why are you so dark? Like, did you spill coffee on your skin? Like,
bitch, what?
That's how white where I grew up was. So there was that. Just because of the beauty standards that I was like raised around in the environment that I had lived in, I was like, I can't do it. And I had just gotten to this point to where I was comfortable with myself and all that. And I was like, this confidence I have right now is so fragile, so very, like you could, and it would shatter. Like that's how fragile it was. And so for me, that whole beauty standards thing, it was really big. But like now I can give two fucks less. We creating our own beauty standards out here now. And second excuse, jobs. I was like, first of all, I'm not trying to work fast food for the rest of my life. I'm not trying to do all this, that's just, it's not me. I can't do it. I can't. I tried several times. It's not me. Can't do it. But it's like I live in white America. Like what job that's paying decently can I get with semi-freeform locks? And first of all, fuck that, because I definitely just got a corporate job. I was supposed to start at $12 an hour because I didn't have any experience within that, like, type of work or whatever. But like they liked my interview so much, they're starting me off at $14.50 and I got a $500 sign-on bonus. So That's bullshit. And I went with my hair out. Like, my hair was out, y'all. Didn't nobody say shit. Wasn't nobody staring at me sideways. So, you can get a job with Freeform Locs. Don't know nobody tell you nothing else. Regular locks, all that. It's not an excuse. Excuse number 3. So, let's say we get past the beauty standards, get past the jobs. What if in the end, I don't like what's on my head? Like, and I rocked that excuse for a solid year. Like, the first time I semi-freeformed, the beauty standards, the jobs, and the what if I don't like it were my main thing. And then when I went back to do it again, before I twisted it up, I was like, well, what if I don't like it? Like, what am I gonna do? First of all, for me, that is definitely not an excuse, because I'm definitely not attached to length. I've been natural since my junior year of high school, so junior, senior, freshman, sophomore. And if I was still in school, this is supposed to be my senior year. So I've been natural April, I think is my 5th or 6th year natural. 5 or 6 years. I didn't really keep that great track, but I know that like my first, like when I first decided I was gonna go natural was it junior year or was it sophomore year? It was sophomore year. I started transitioning in sophomore year because I went to prom my sophomore year and I was like, I'm not relaxing my hair. Y'all just gonna have to do these rollers without the relaxer. And that's what happened. So since sophomore year, late sophomore year going into junior year, because early sophomore year I had a pixie cut. But I've never been holding to my length. Like, I remember the whole time from middle school through high school, I used to beg my mom for a pixie cut. Like, first of all, my hair is already broke off and looking all stringy and gross because of perm. Like, I think the longest my hair ever was with the relaxer, like, was like maybe here-ish, but like this was so stringy and thin and it was just gross and it was yucky. I did not like my hair relaxed at all. And I was like, yeah, I want a pixie, blah, blah. And she's like, no. Women aren't supposed to have razors through their heads. And I was like, but I finally convinced her with the help of some other family members my early sophomore year to do that. And it was lit. I was so hyped. Where was I going with this pixie? Oh yeah, never been holding to my length. So like, I've had my hair, cut short. So my hair's been short most of my life, so it's like I really am not sweating it. And then once I got to the point where my hair was growing and I could actually get some length, I ain't even give it a chance to get that long because I was sick of the length. Like, I think the longest I ever let my hair grow out natural was like here. And I never just like kept it bone straight. I always had a little bump to it because I didn't like it just like straight because I'd gotten so used to seeing myself with my fro. But I also thought of it this way, like I thought, what if I didn't like it with my natural hair? And I ended up loving it. So, and if I don't like it, like I could always cut my hair off, like, you feel me? So that's not an excuse. Next. And then the next excuse I had, locks are dirty, which is such a fucking lie. Whoever started this bullshit, your mom's a hoe. And not in like a sexual manner, because I'm all for sexual liberation. I love that shit. If you wanna get your freak on, who gonna check you? All right, men's been doing it for years. If you wanna do it, you do it. So, whoever started that shit, your mom's a hoe, as in the fact she taught you wrong, shoulda did better. Do better. Anyway, locks are dirty. First of all, I wash my hair more now than I think I ever have in my life. And when I was natural, I used to like co-wash every 3 days, deep condition, on that, deep condition every week. And I would shampoo once a month, but I would sometimes do like apple cider vinegar rinses in between shampoos. And then it got to the point to where I did like 1 co-wash a week and like a water only wash in between, co-washing and deep conditioning. But I literally like, I water only wash my hair 3 times a day. Water hits my hair every single day. 3 times a week. I meant 3 times a week. I water only wash my hair 2 to 3 times a week. And then water in excess of, every time I'm in the shower, I just let it run because it feels real dope. And also, I just feel like it's aiding the process of my hair like matting and tangling more to really get those locks to stick, because like I addressed in my previous video, shorter hair, it's harder for it to like freeform. It's harder for it with longer locks too. Like shorter hair is harder to lock up. But locks are not dirty, and even if they're maintained, they are not dirty. Like there's apple cider vinegar rinse, like the apple cider vinegar soaks to rinse them. Like there's so much. Locks are not dirty. And those were my 4 excuses. Like, if this is you, no more excuses. And not even just with hair, in life. No more excuses. If you want to do it, you find a way to make that shit happen. Hey, Lila. Lila's agreeing with me. Tell him. If you want it, make that shit happen. For me and Lila. She don't like to be held. Here you go. You can go away. Ow. She scratched me. You scratched my tattoo too. Anyway, if you want to make it happen, make it happen. All right? No more excuses. And while we're here, I'm going to show you my locks. I just washed them. Ooh, they still wet. I keep this on my head until they're not like, until it absorbs majority of the water typically. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So this is what we're rocking with now. As you can see, Lila, move. Okay, I'll bring this closer. So this is what we're rocking with now. You know, you see what we got here. And if you like look, I'm still struggling to keep some of the sections together. Like the 2 little, I call like this area of locks, like the little bullhorn, my bullhorn area. Those locks, those little twists actually came out completely. So that's just loose hair. But from the research that I've done, a lot of people's locks are like that. Like it's when semi-freeforming or freeforming, the edges typically take longer. But for me, I thought that was super weird because like this section of my hair is the kinkiest portion, and where it's actually doing the like better. And actually I lied. This is my loosest portion, and almost all these back twists have come out except for, oh no, that whole back row is out. So all the back row is loose. I don't know if you can see it. But I don't know. Can you? I don't know if you can see that. But the whole back row is loose now, and then you see all my other twists are still in their sections. And there's more like, you know, fro down here because growth and shiz. I need to touch these up, but I'm a wait. Like I am probably only gonna touch my color up like once or twice a year. Because why would I do any more than that? But yeah, this is what they're looking like. And I have not been separating them recently, mainly because like I said in the beginning, I would not mind congos. I want my locks to be thicker anyway, but since my hair is so short, I had to start with smaller sections. So they're gonna grow together, and I probably really won't like in depth start separating until way later in my process. But if I do have sections that I don't want to like, you know, connect, I don't really separate too hard, but like I'll move my hands around and see how everything is going, and then if I want it separated, I'll just like, you know, here is one that I'll always separate. I always separate my conda middle part, and then a conda side part on this side, and then a conda side part on this side. That way, because I know I'm gonna wanna maybe I wanna work down the middle, I don't know, but I always keep those parts fairly separated. But yeah, I hope you all like this video. Lila, I know you want attention, but move. I hope you all like this video. Thank you for watching. And if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Yes. Thank you for tuning in to another Luney Bin exclusive. Y'all have a wonderful day. Living like bitches.